Are you flipping or buying your next property? Well, here are 10 hidden factors that can destroy your property's value. Oftentimes, these are factors that appraisers don't even consider when determining value, but the buyers that are willing to pay for that property will pay significantly less because of those factors, even if other homes in that area, just like yours, are selling for higher. Do not buy your next property without watching this video. Let's dive in. First on our list is a property with no parking, zero parking, and this can be a huge factor for a lot of buyers for several reasons, and here are a few. Number one is buyers want a spot where they can park their cars without worrying about other cars potentially hitting or nicking their car as they're going up and down the street, especially if you have a nice car. Number two is parents want a safe spot where they can park so their kids can get in and out of the car without worrying about other cars whizzing by them as they go up and down the street. And thirdly, you may be doing all the grocery shopping in your house, so you want a convenient spot where you can pull in and park so that you can get groceries in and out of the house. Second on our list is cemeteries. Now, some buyers don't mind living next to cemeteries, but there's a large demographic of buyers who just do not want to live next to cemeteries. I don't care if it's on the right side of the house, I don't care if it's on the left side of the house, behind the house, or in front of the house. Cemeteries will impact your home's value because there's just that demographic of buyers who do not want to live next to a cemetery. Third factor impacting a property's value is power lines or power stations. This can be intimidating for a lot of buyers for a few reasons. One, they may be concerned about the amount of radiation that the power station or power lines are throwing off, especially if you have kids. And two, aesthetically, they just don't like the look and feel of having a power station or power lines going through their backyard or across their house. Fourth on our list are different treatment plants that could be in and around the area of the property you've identified you want to buy. Things like water plants. You want to be careful to make sure the water plant is not dispersing water across your land and potentially damaging it, or that the drainage from that water plant is draining correctly so different parts of your property are not flooding. Or sewage plants. You want to make sure that depending on what the type of day you're in and the way the wind's blowing, that you're not getting certain smells from that sewage plant, so that when you have a buyer come to the property or you're about to sell the property, that they're not going to be turned off from that smell. Fifth on our list of factors that could greatly and significantly impact your property's value is trains. Now, trains can be a huge impact on property's value because no one wants to be next to the shaking of a train or the loudness of a train as it passes by. This can greatly impact the property's value. Now, here's a pro tip that you want to write down. Make sure you use the Google Maps app on your phone and zoom above the property you're about to buy or purchase, because that will show you things around that area like train tracks that you may not be able to visually see when you're standing on the property. This can save you thousands of dollars when going to purchase a property people do not want. Next on our list is easements. You have got to understand all of the easements that exist on the property you're about to flip or purchase. An easement is basically giving somebody the right or access to cross over onto somebody else's real property without possessing it. So for example, let's say you had to go through somebody's driveway to get to your house. Now let's say that easement was no longer there. That could greatly impact that house that you're about to purchase. Or let's say there was an easement where somebody could drive past your house and go through your backyard. Well, maybe people don't want other cars being able to drive or have to drive through your backyard to get to their house. Or let's say there was an easement for you to be able to walk to the beach, and now you no longer have that easement and you have to go around, which makes your property less desirable. So understanding the easements and the limitations and restrictions of those easements are very important so that you don't get caught off guard and now your property is worth significantly less. Number 7 on our list of hidden factors to look for that impact value are unique pieces of land. What do we mean by that? Farmland, landfills, dumps. These types of parcels of land that surround your property can greatly impact the value of your home. The smells from these properties people may not like. The trucks and the garbage from these types of properties people may not like. So think about these type of parcels of land that are surrounding the property you're about to purchase. The eighth hidden factor impacting value are busy roads. A lot of buyers do not want to be on a busy road. And there's a lot of different reasons why they don't want to be on a busy road. Some may be they're worried about their animals running out of the front door and potentially being hit. Or they don't want their kids playing in the front yard, worrying about cars as they fly by when your property's on that busy road. Now, here are 2 pro tips that you can use when looking at property. Is number 1 is make sure to drive that property at different times of the day, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, because traffic patterns change. The amount of traffic flowing on that road may greatly change at different times of the day, and a road that appears not busy may be busy. Secondly, if you see speed bumps on that road, you know that is a busy road. Towns do not take the time to implement them or pay for them if they're not trying to slow down traffic. So you know that road is busy. So keep that in mind. If you're about to flip your next property, if you're about to buy a property, your ARV value, which is your after repair value, or your resale value, if you're buying that as a primary home, may be greatly impacted, even though other homes very close by to yours in the neighborhood are selling for much more, because that busy road will impact the value. The ninth hidden factor are development projects. Now, there may be developments, and you have to be aware of this, in and around the property you're about to purchase. It could be an apartment development. It could be a condo development. It could be an office development. And people don't want to live in construction zones. They don't want to have to listen to all of the hammers going off in the morning and all the saws. And being in a construction zone and knowing development of a property is going to take place next to your property, people just don't want to be in a construction zone for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, depending on the size of the project. They will certainly pass your property if they know they're about to enter a construction zone for a certain period of time. Last on our list of hidden factors impacting property value are bus stops. Now, when you think about it, bus stops attract people at all different times of the day. Very early in the morning, middle afternoon, late at night, and you may hear that all throughout the day and evening as people gather at that bus stop. It may attract large crowds that you don't want in and around your house, or there may be activities taking place at the bus stop that you don't want to be around. So you may not have thought of it, but bus stops could impact the value of the property because people don't want to be next to them. Here at Freedom Mentor, we have done thousands and thousands of real estate deals. And the hidden factors that we outlined above are what we have learned through many, many years of experiences, and we understand what impacts the value of a property. Regardless of the appraised value, it's what a buyer is willing to pay for it. And these factors, these hidden factors, will impact what your next buyer is willing to pay. If you're looking for coaching and you're looking for help to take your real estate to the next level, you can fill out an application in the description below, and don't forget to subscribe for more great videos like this. Thanks for joining us.